Finding the magnitude and the direction of a resultant from south. Okay. Look, if we need, first thing, whenever you see two vectors are perpendicular, you have to draw them. And which one I should draw first? 8 or 2? 2. Why 2? Because I need direction from the south, so that is the vector I should draw first. So the vector which you want the result direction from, that you should always draw first. So I will draw first what?
2, sir. 2 Newton.
So 2 Newton, yes.
Yeah.
So if there was written from east to the
Then I will draw 8 first, okay? So I need a direction from the south, so I will draw 2 Newton first. So this is 2 Newtons. Then 8 Newton. I will draw the second vector. This is same from the like tail to head, like head to tail rule we call. So from the head of the first vector, we draw the second vector, that is 8 Newton. Now what is the resultant? From the tail of the first to the head of the last. So this will be our resultant. So this is our resultant, okay? Now what is the magnitude of this resultant? Because they ask us to find the magnitude and the direction. So how to get the magnitude of the resultant? We'll use a Pythagoras theorem for the magnitude of the resultant. So the magnitude of the resultant will be root 2 square plus 8 square. So it is SSR, like square, sum and then root. No, the final answer. Final answer.
Yeah, 66, right?
Take a root after that. 4 8 square plus
8.24.
8.24. So 8.24 Newton. So we got the resultant, that is a magnitude, okay?
Yeah.
Now, the second part is finding a direction of the resultant. If I need the direction of the resultant, I need a direction from south, so it means I need this angle. Theta. This is, here we have a theta, okay? Now, I need the angle, because I need the direction from the south, so I need this angle theta. Always remember the component which is with an angle, like the angle is always between the hypotenuse and the base. So which side is this? So this one is a base. And this one is a hypotenuse. And opposite to the angle will be perpendicular. So opposite to the angle will be perpendicular. The angle is always between the base and the hypotenuse. And the base and the perpendicular should always be 90 degree or perpendicular to each other. Okay? Like this angle should be right angle or 90 degree.
Base or perpendicular. 14
So now, if I need the angle, so I can use the theta is equals to tan inverse. You can directly use this formula, tan inverse perpendicular divided by base.
14.
Okay. So theta will be equals to tan inverse. What is the perpendicular here? How much is the perpendicular is 8. And what about the base?
Base is 2.
2. So what is the answer? Tan inverse. No, tan inverse 4. Tan inverse shift.
I'm getting 75.9.
I'm getting 70, guys.
No, you have to press shift.
75.96.
75.96. So theta will be equals to 75.96. So this is an angle or a direction. So the rule is whenever you have two vectors perpendicular, you will draw them, make a right angle triangle, and only perpendicular vectors are part of the syllabus. So if you want to draw a right angle triangle, you will draw the which vector you will draw first. You always draw a vector which you need a direction from. Okay. If I need a direction from south, I will draw south first.
Yeah.
If I need the direction from east, I will draw east first. If I need a direction from west, I'll draw west first. But in this case, we have only east and south. That's why I don't have to draw from north or west. Okay. Is it clear? Any doubt in this?
Why?
Yes, sure. Ask a question. Yes, no question. Yes. Well, okay, finding the resultant of the perpendicular vectors.
So micrometers should be and there will be actually. There are some problem in measuring with vernier calipers.
Vernier caliper is not there.
So it's in my book.
It's in the book, but it's not in the syllabus. Measuring instrument, you just have to know that which is the most accurate measuring instrument,
Yeah.
and then how to use a micrometer is not. What I taught you how to
0.00.
0.00.
1 centimeter is for micrometers should be.
Yeah, that I did not explain. Yes, they will only ask like which instrument is the most appropriate of measuring, but they will not ask like how the instrument can be used. But maybe 2026.
No sense. Why are you looking at this? October, November, there was a.
Yeah, they ask how accurate it is, but not how it is, how it works. Okay.
9 years.
Okay. Now we want to find the magnitude and the resultant from west. Which one I should draw first?
This 13 said. 13.
So I should draw 13. So first I will draw 13 newtons. Then I will draw 12 newtons. Because 12 is downward. Look, first I drew 13 Newton towards the left. Then the second vector I have to draw from the first vector.
Like upside. No,
Up or down?
Low.
Down. So it's direct. Because 12 Newton is.
Left side, right side.
Because first vector is toward the left. First vector is toward the left. This is called a head to tail. Like I will draw first vector. From head of the first vector, I should draw the second vector.
But what if the point and
It's not about coin, it's about arrow.
Very cricket.
So this is 12 Newton. Clear or no?
Yes.
Then drawing from tail, the resultant is always from tail of the first to the head of the last. That is the resultant. So this will be the resultant. Scale diagram. Leave it. Because like this save time.
It will save time. I don't want to save time, sir. I want to waste the time, sir. Then what I should do?
So first we need the magnitude. So how to get the magnitude of the resultant? So it will be 13 square
70.
plus 12 square in a root. What's the final answer? Yes. 13 square plus 12 square in a root. 13 square plus 12 square in a root.
17.69.
17.69 newtons.
Now, how to find the direction?
Sir, by
First, we need a direction from the west. So which one is, this is our first, so we need this angle. Theta. Okay. So this is what the angle we need. Now, this is what?
This is hypotenuse, sir.
No, this is
Base. This is base.
Base.
The angle is always between, and the resultant is a hypotenuse. So this is the hypotenuse.
That is 12 is
And the opposite to the angle is
perpendicular.
perpendicular. Yeah, opposite. Opposite adjacent you can take. Opposite adjacent.
0.9.
Perpendicular base. The perpendicular base and hypotenuse are the terms which you will use in a right angle triangle.
This hypotenuse.
Sir, 42
Yeah.
degree. Theta.
And what are you saying? Like?
No, this is the angle one is a hypotenuse. This is a hypotenuse. The triangle which I drew is like this. So this one is we have the angle here. So with reference to the angle, always the inclined surface is the hypotenuse. Inclined means like angle.
Okay.
So this is a perpendicular and the base are always 90 degree to each other. So if I need the angle, so the theta equals tan inverse perpendicular divided by base. So it will be tan inverse, the perpendicular is 12
feet.
and the base is 13. So tan inverse 12 divided by 13. What's the answer?
42.6
degrees, sir.
So 42.6 degrees. That is the answer for this vector, the theta or the direction. Okay? 42.6 he said. What's your answer? Okay. Is it clear? Any doubt, Iman, Anas, Ahmad? Any question or doubt in this?
The session is recording.
Sir.
This is
Look, this is a question. A boat crosses a river. The boat points at a right angle to a river bank as it travel at a speed of 3.5 meters per second. Okay. Then a river current is there, which is acting as a right angle to a direction of the boat. That is, the river current is 2.5 meters per second. By drawing a scale diagram or by calculation, determine the speed and the direction of the boat relative to a river bank. So first thing, you have, let's say you draw a rough sketch of this. Say this is a river bank. Okay. The boat crosses a river. So which direction the boat is moving? This one or this one? A or B?
Up one.
Which one? A or B? A. Because they mentioned the boat crosses a river. So means that this is the direction in which the boat is moving. And what speed the boat is moving? The boat is moving at a speed of 3.5 meters per second. Then they mention a river current at right angle. Right angle means perpendicular. So there is a flow of the water or a river current that is a perpendicular or 90 degree to the motion of the boat. So means the river is flowing in this direction. It can be any, like it's perpendicular. That is, so it is 2.5 meters per second is a direction. Yes. They mentioned right angle. Right. The term right angle means it should be 90 degree. So if I draw that the boat is crossing a river, so the river current should be 90 degree to that. If I draw, like example, if I draw the river in this way, and I say the boat is crossing the river. So which direction I should draw the direction of the current? So either upward or downward, because 90 degree I have to draw. It's right angle or 90 degree.
Sir, over here the river current acts as a friction, yeah.
Yeah, opposing we need the resultant velocity. Clear about this?
I can draw it from the other side.
You can draw anywhere, like even you can draw this direction as well. You can also draw this direction. You can also draw in this direction. But both should be 90 degree. Okay. Now what we need, the question is, we need determine the speed, like we need the magnitude and the direction of the boat relative to the river bank. So I need the angle from the river bank. So which vector I should draw first? 2.5 or 3? This is a speed of the boat. And this is the river current, like the flow of the river. 2.5, because 2.5, the question is, determine the speed and the direction of the boat relative to a river bank. Like which direction we have a river bank, that vector I need the resultant from that. So river bank will be like definitely same as the direction of the river. So what I will do, yes, I will draw first which vector? I will draw 2.5. So I will draw 2.5 meters per second. Then the second vector, 3.5. Always from, we draw the first vector, then we draw the second vector from the end of the first vector, 3.5. What is the resultant? Resultant is from tail of the first to the head of the last. That will be the resultant. First, we need the magnitude. How to get the magnitude? Because we need the speed or the magnitude. So we just have to use a Pythagoras 2.5 square plus 3.5 square in a root. What's the answer for the resultant?
The 4.3 Newton.
No, in this case, meter per second. So 4.3 meters per second is the magnitude. Is it clear? The first part? Yes, Umar.
That's
5 divided by
Yes, sure.
For angle, you will do
and
calculation.
inverse
R is the height, 22.5 is the adjacent and
Perpendicular. Yeah.
Opposite is 2.5, tan inverse is equal to opposite divided by adjacent, and our angle is 54.5.
Tan inverse.
So why we have to draw? Yeah, good. Why we have to draw 2.5 first? Because they mention in the question, we want the direction relative to a river bank. So means we want a resultant direction relative to a river bank. So the direction of the river flow in the river bank is same. That's why we draw river direction of a river first. Yes. Whenever you're writing an answer, look, in your calculation, you was having two significant figure. 2.5 is too significant. 3.5 2. So you should also use two significant figure here. Like the minimum number of the significant figure in your calculation, the numbers, that final answer will be.
35.5, the total answer.
For what?
0.74.
So you're talking about what? That this is a magnitude. Now, how to get the direction?
What's the total answer, sir?
Not total answer. This is 4.3 is the total. This is a magnitude, the speed. Now, how to get the direction? I need this is a theta.
Yeah, 10
This is a theta. So here, with an angle, you will have base.
then hyper.
This will be the hypotenuse. The resultant is always the hypotenuse. And opposite to the angle is perpendicular. So what is the formula we use? Theta equals tan inverse perpendicular divided by base. So 35 is a perpendicular, 3.5 is a perpendicular, and 2.5 is the base. So tan inverse 3.5 over 2.5. What's the answer?
54.46.
So why 3.5?
You give off.
We need the angle from the, if you see the question, we need the angle relative to the river bank. So we need this angle. So opposite to the angle is a perpendicular, next to the angle is a base, and then hypotenuse. So this is tangent theta is perpendicular over base. So perpendicular is 3.5. And
divided by adjacent.
So shift tan inverse 3.5 divided by 2.5.
So that basically 2.5 is the base.
2.5 is the base. 54.4.
Yeah, that's
54.5. So when you solve, you'll get 54.5 and it will be decreased.
Your answer?
For degrees, when you're writing an answer, you can write like the whole number. Like 54.5 is there. Even one decimal place, it's fine.
Same like maths before, right?
Yeah, I rounded off to 54.
Same like maths, right?
Exam Canada?
Yes.
That 54.56 होगा.
Should we draw?
Why we should draw 2.5 first? Because in the question they mentioned we need the resultant from the river bank. So the direction of the flow of the river and the river bank is same. That's why we have to draw 2.5 first. Is it clear?
The same thing.
Clear about this?
Maybe, sir.
Any doubt in this? The first one? This- I will come to that. Okay. Yeah.
Asking for help.
He's not asking for help. It's yes. Figure 1.1 shows a straight section of a river.
So you can see like you have to maintain
Figure 1.1 shows a straight section of a river where the water is flowing from a right to the left. As you can see, this is the flow of the water or the water current. And a swimmer is there. A swimmer starts at P and swims at a constant speed of 0.72. So the swimmer starts from here. Okay. And he's swimming at a speed of 0.72 meters per second. And there's a river current of 0.54. Okay.
Magnitude is 0.
The question is, determine the relative to a river bank. So again, it's a similar question. Yeah, so which one I should draw first?
Current.
Current.
So I should draw river current first.
Yes, please.
Then
So which one I should draw first? 0.54.
Current base.
So this will be 0.54. And then I will draw 0.72. What about the resultant? From tail of the first to the head of the last, when I join, I will get the
base.
resultant.
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 Then so did he match in this?
5%.
So it will be, if I need the resultant, we use the Pythagoras theorem, 0.54 square plus 0.72 square in a root. What's the final answer? How much?
0.9 meter per second.
0.9.
9.
Exactly?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
0.9 meters per second. That's the resultant. How to find the direction? We need the direction from the river current or the river bank. So we need this theta. So with reference to the theta, this one is the base. Here is the perpendicular.
Angle
And
is
we have
15.1.
hypotenuse. So if I need the direction it will be equals to theta equal tan inverse perpendicular divided by base. So what is the perpendicular? 0.72.
72 divided by 0.54.
53.1.
And the answer, this, my
53.1. So 53.1 is a direction.
wish is more interesting.
Sir, आपके internet अभी भी
Yeah.
Physics is the most interesting one.
Which is more easiest in the.
नहीं. उसमें ज़्यादा memorization है.
Is there.
नहीं, physics ज़्यादा है.
Okay, is it clear? This one.
Yeah.
Chemistry में ज़्यादा
Any doubt in
memorization
this
है.
example?
So
मेरा concept supply है. Physics में memorization नहीं.
Any question or doubt in this one?
This one.
50.